Great coordination there from Team 5. Bringing a teammate back in the mix, too.
This is, without the vehicles, is way more crazy. Because nobody can really, like, reset and get away from the fight. You're just in it to win it once you even start throwing stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad we did the vehicles first, because watching them kind of lose access to a tool has made them really creative here.
That's true. It's always the way, right? They give you everything to start, and then they're going to see you flounder when we take it away. All right, then this is only 2 of 4. We're still going to limit them to a gun in the next game mode. Yeah, there's going to be more. There's more, everybody. PUBG on console. These players playing between. You see it when they get their kills as well. PlayStation 5 and Xbox up there, so crossing up. Getting some good games in.
You're in chat, you're watching this nonsense happen, thinking you could do way better at it. Well, we welcome you to the challenge. We got some more console creator Chaos Cups coming up. We'll have some creators in them. We'll have lots of the community in them. And, of course, we have a nice prize pool for each one of these. You can see exactly why our teams are fighting so hard today. Somebody would like to take home 1,000 for their roster.
And this is Snowball fight. As you can see, it's like imagination snowball fight. They're always snowballs that they're throwing. You can see the snowballs that they're throwing. They're exploding, like Rachel said. But yeah, it's Molotovs, grenades, and obviously your melee as you run around. See if people can get back to their teammates in time to start bringing them back.
Are the snowballs in the room with us right now?
And there are your dates for the console Chaos Cup. So you can sign up now. Today's, you already see the players that have registered. All 8 teams. Get your friends. Sign up. Get ready for the 10th, the 17th, the 24th. See when they're available. Plan it out. PUBG offering so many chances there to make sure that date is right for you.
Team 3 just clearing out another compound here. The luxury of distance from all the other teams. But 5, is that Team 5 on the horizon? Yonder?
I think it
Are
is.
they coming south?
Zim on a whim. Off in the little off. He's just running, making sure he can see stuff from the trees. Maybe, I don't know. That's very far from the team, but they're not in danger, so I don't.
Yeah.
Think they're worried about being close at the moment.
Normally, I'd be afraid to see somebody up on those hills if I were down here, but you're not going to hit me with a Molotov.
We saw Team 3 finding a lot of high ground in the last game. Clutch and Slides being alive towards the end. A lot of the banks that were covering the map. And there's really only a few places you can do that. Way more valleys here on Erangel than there were on Miramar and just the mountainsides you can work with. Except for the giant hill in the middle of this map. But it'll get really fun if we have to end there.
I have to imagine all these teams had a really great time practicing for this event as well. You're talking about hopping into some regular games and just, nades only, vehicles only, just by your own call. No one else knows what you're doing.
Yep. That, and it's always how many backflips can you do on a motorcycle as you just go over the steepest slope. Do some sick stuff.
Yeah, we saw some trick motorcycles. What do you see here, though?
They're like looking dead straight at each other on this run. There's no way they don't see Team 3 on the mountainside. Clutch? Are they? They're just posturing, I think, but yeah, they're just posturing. This is going to become a fight. It's just how it happens. 4 is just on the other side of this, so they may start to hear it and come to it.
Well, T-Serm here at least has no shortage of mollies. Wondering what they're luring him into.
Oh.
We saw, I think it was Team 5 that was creating kind of a circle, penning in their opponents. So right there, driving them away.
All right. They give up on that. Let's just see if they could get some chip damage. They're good for the circle. I think they want to try to get into the building first. I think buildings are scary in this. You have less room to walk, and once you're pinned into a wall with fire to the other side of you, you have to run through fire to get out. And that's not going to feel good. So yeah, they stay outside. That's smart.
Fight every instinct and run around in the open.
Getting their run on. Just staring straight. I love this. It seems like Term keeps trying to like close the gap a little bit, run this way and a little bit to the left. Oh no, okay, I'll peel off a little to the right. Yeah, they're gonna have to peel to the right now. They didn't realize they were getting the edge of the mountain. So beautiful by Team 3 to direct their way up to this. They have the better advantage now.
I feel like it's National Geographic.
Snowball fight on the left. Yeah, right?
The lion close in and herd the antelope here.
Molly. Everybody's flicking up a Molly in their inventory. Things are about to get spicy. Here's Fade's team, actually. Team 1.
I can't tell who's got the concave here. Which one of these teams is in the advantageous position? We got one way pushed up
Fade.
for Team 1.
Yeah, there he is. Yep. Yeah. See, once they get to that, like, topography of the area, and you're like, oh, okay, yep, Team 1's doing a little better. They have some hills, but it seems like anybody could just kind of sneak around the left side of this if they're not covering it right. As well as just move in the safe direction. Oh. I like the line they have here. They have a very it's called pushing, as you're all just spread out. They can't really do anything about it. It seems to be wrapping Team 1 around themselves here, as they're now just changing positions completely. Now they're on the other side of each other.
Yeah, the fire is working more to keep them apart than it is to drive anybody in one direction quite yet. Still got a big field of play, but I don't know if the strategy is to hold on to these mollies until it gets a little smaller, or if you want to try and be bringing down whoever you can at this point.
Oh, there is some damage. Team 9 suffers a bit of a hit, which means they're all going to start to back up with that call. Oh! They are just trying to predict the shots. Fight. Lighting the world on fire. Oh. Uh-oh. Melee time. Ooh, melee time. Slow BRZ. Oh, he jumps over it. They get themselves safe. You gotta watch out for them gas tanks.
Yeah, having this fight around the gas station is a choice. It's a choice.
One of the choices. Oh, one down. All right,
but
Team
that
1's
teammate
getting themselves up.
That's
dragging them. Get over here.
Be real careful resing your teammates when there's still mollies in the air. Of course, both of them get away from each other. Roster's intact for now. Just some damage on either side that's not going to serve them too well later on in the game. Also,
now some smokes, trying to get cover.
They're
now
out
they fight
a
back.
lot.
Oh God, they're hungry.
That's 2 mollies left. That's 1 molly left, slow bro.
Uh-oh. Is there a melee there? Okay, there's a pan in the back.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, missed. Another pan. Where'd he pull that from?
There's still 6 teams and 23 players alive, folks. Hold on to some of your inventory. Save for winter.
I'll just take his inventory. Come back here. Oh, what a throw. Put it in his backpack. Holy crap. Icy, that was sick.
That was a tag. That was impressive.
Yeah, full run. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Fade. You just hop into the water. Just a whee! No other choice. Trying to use the rocks, see if one of them will slip. Is it do we chase or do we loot? It seems like some of the team has turned back a little bit. Can't set him on fire now. Swims away.
Had to make it a choice of wasting time. And,
yeah.
It's like Team 9 says no thank you. They need a couple more damage-dealing throwables, I would say. Only taking a look at Goat Unknown's inventory right now, but I wonder how the team is after that fight there. Looking to maybe collect some more before they meet anybody else.
Yeah, smoke support right now for Goat Unknown. There's 2 more smokes on third. It's just smokes. That's all they can find. And honestly, leaving the smokes because that... 1 molly, 3 smokes. Leaving the smokes because the inventory weight needs to be a damage item. It needs to be mollies. It needs to be more throwables in terms of pans and crowbars. So, yeah, it just probably just rolling their eyes as they see more and more smokes.
this is meaningless, but I think if you choose Slides' hat with the 2 cans on either side and the crazy straws, you should be able to carry 2 more energy drinks.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I like it. Boomerang.
I'm full of great suggestions.
Boomerang pans and
there you go. You have boomerang
pan?
Drink. Boomerang pan still wins.
Oh no, just add both. Yeah. I'll probably have a whole bunch of them by the end.
Somebody's writing these down, right?
You're welcome for all these fantastic. No, I'm just kidding. Still, I love.
There's like game devs
I feel like
love this
Serve is
conversation.
just, yeah, absolutely scout mode. It's just like scanning the horizon every time we see Serve. It's like, team on the left cannot unlock eyes. We will meet them soon. It's just the absolute lock-in of this team running next to a 1 for the full time here. Now Team 11. Team 11 with 11 kills in the last one. Find themselves towards the end. And they already have pans ready. You better watch. They're probably going to chuck pans from that distance at this point. What you got to expect from them.
3 pans on the horizon.
Yeah, it's honestly scary that you know it's Team 11. If they're just like holding their pans up like, "Whoa, we're over here." Like, yeah, that's cool. We're just going to keep running up the hill. We'll see you guys later. Oh,
Team
many
4
a
will
fight
find an
here
easier
at this
target.
compound. Many a fight. Driving the car down the hill, slamming it into the wall, and just jumping into the house so you can keep alive. They are in. Team 4 sorting themselves out a little bit more to see what they can get for the end. The crowbar's even in pickup right now. Smoke, 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 smoke. Come on. Molotov. It's going to be 1, right?
Somewhere. Everything's pretty picked over.
Still got the stim shots. Not too bad. Ooh, hear that clanking from Ghost? Stocking up on Molotovs.
8 mollies in his pocket. I got the blue wall closing in, though. 9's got to run. This is not a great spot to be in.
Now. See too many yellow bars popping if we get their health bar, but this should be good. They don't have too far to go. Yeah, they got a little overheal left, little speed. 3 kills here for Icy. We saw one of those earlier, that on-point molly throw. 3 assists for Goat Unknown. They have yet to throw themselves off a cliff for this mode.
They were
fall
mountain
damage
goating.
on the last one. Yeah, they were. Everybody was trying to mountain goat last time. Still swimming fade. Still in the triathlon over here and in the blue wall. You loved it. Oh my gosh.
Man's alive. That's what counts. See how far he can get there for his team. Team 3 running pretty close to Team 5 here, looks like. A big chance they can get some crossover, but it looks like they're more focused on getting away from the blue than they are from the... Really puts your priorities in line when you don't have a ranged weapon.
Yeah. Usually your pathing is so much different. And now they're like, okay, it's still an advantage if we can run next to them. We're fine to take a fight. But it looks like they are going to keep the peace for now. Just that agreement. Like, you know what? We're stronger if we can get there and maybe third party you. So it's this, like, waiting for you to actually run into a team, which it looks like is going to happen. Do they know 11's over that hill? It's a good distance between them. But that could be the pincer that ends it for 11 here. Or for Team 3, rather.
If they know 11's over that hill, then I'd get the heck away from that hill.
Oh, they're looking right at him, actually. They're much closer than we expected. 11's about to see Team 3. You see what? That pan just hit a tree? What? In the upper right-hand corner, that pan was soaring. And Team 11 will start to make it rain from the hill as we start to get some of our final fights here for the second match of 4 today. This is Snowball fight. Let's see who has the best aim.
Yeah, for those curious in chat, throwables only. We got smokes, Molotovs, and your melee if you're accurate enough.
Yep, huff it. Look at that goblin. It's like terrifying. Getting whacked in the face with that.
From the perspective of Team 11 here, they were the winners of our first round, picking up 16 points, 10 for the placement, 6 on kills, and they're looking equally deadly on this one with their positioning, because pretty similar game mode last time. We just had vehicles in the mix as well, and they pulled out on top. Interested to see now if they can do the same, because Yeah, Riv, they've been running around this map with lion energy. A lot of these teams are giving Shaky Mountain Goat energy.
I love it.
Fade. Oh, no.
Fade? Just chilling? Oh, no. The blue and set on fire. Brizzy down. Team 1 starting to lose things, and these finally meet. Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's good. Full yellow. Out there just sipping energy drinks in the water. I love this from Fade.
Backstroke. Nice.
How did you win the second one? I just got waterlogged. It was good to go. Yeah, it's starting to sting now. We'll just match the inner circle, so it's going to take a little bit harder. That will come back pretty nicely here. You see the meds. 15-15. 7 and... Whoa. You safe? You good?
No, he's back in non-hostile waters, but 9's on the beach waiting for him, and those nades are coming close.
Dive towards the grenade. Uh-oh. He's walking right to see Mintifer. Up on the right. Oh, he's going to be so ready on the pier or the mountain. Goat Unknown's like, yeah, I want a piece of that too. I'll be right back. he's got like a mile to run, but he's like, yep, we're doing this. What does Fade have in terms of weaponry? Oh my God, that's 13 mollies we just saw in 8. These guys are stacked for the end game on some of these teams.
Yeah, Fade's allowed to get through Team 9 here. He could really mix things up when the teams get closer together. Oh! He sidestepped really close to that.
He's trying to chug energy drinks and get the pills down right now. Oh, the carbonation's going to hurt if he wants to run far. Oh,
the farts might speed him
legs
up.
In the water. Oh my gosh, he's going Navy SEAL. He's gonna make it to the other side and live again. It's honestly gonna wear them out, and they'll be like, whatever. We'll see him in the final circle, and he's overhealed right now, so he's maybe gonna get close enough to take those hits, but this is the long game.
Yeah, he represents
Fade
one kill for them. That's 1 point. They're gonna be picking up a lot more later on. And we got the new circle down. It's restricting again, so they're gonna have to decide to leave him in the water.
There's RTX, the pitcher of the game, just throwing laser beams every time we see him chucking, whether it's the pan on his back or it's these mollies. Ooh, gets hit himself. Little hot foot.
Oh, he's got nades coming in from 4 directions on him. Impressive that they've stayed this clean this long.
Oh. I cursed it. That was definitely a caster curse. Nope. They're done. Oh, no, not the plunger.
Who hits a man with a plunger?
He says, you probably have more mollies. I'll use one to kill you while you're down. Good God. 6 quick pickup. Team 3 Slides is still trying to stay alive. 4 and 3 are finally meeting now. 11 is just on the back, still making some nuisance out of that positioning.
Look at him go, though. Ooh. And yeah, that's as much as we thought 11 learned in the last game, it did not amount to much here except putting a target on their back rave. I wonder if people are trying to get them out early.
Yeah. You don't really get to choose your positioning on this one. Everybody sees you running in, and like we saw, you're usually running next to another team. And if you want to be running next to these teams, check out registering for the Console Chaos Cup for PUBG Battlegrounds. Right now, PUBG on console. You can see the dates on the left side of your screen there. The next ones coming up are the 10th of January, 17th, and 24th. Sign up now, and you can get your chance at the prize pool in this and showing people that you're the best at these game modes. I already know I'd be catching mollies to the face in this one, looking to throw one, and I just get beamed from like a mile away by somebody who knows what they're doing.
I can imagine you taking this very seriously.
I would though, Ed, but I'd still die. I would still get I'd still get rolled. I got a level on that.
Yeah, the Venn diagram of times I take it really serious and times I die instantly is a circle, so.
That's part of the fun. Drop again. Uno mas. 5 teams, 16 alive. Let's see. Here on the outside, Team 4 is trying to keep a position. Wait. You what, mate? Just got out of that. And like, wait a minute. This man, where did he come from?
From the sea. He came from the sea.
Honestly, he just pulled a fast one. Houdini'd past the team, and now I wouldn't hide in there. That is death. Turns it.
It's a bronze bull, but
gives it a launch. Oh, flung the mouse. It didn't go where he wanted. Oh, no. Get away from the building. Get away from the trees. His best bet is that he just, like, pulls every team together into an immense fight, and they have to forget about him.
This is like a rabbit at the Greyhound race.
This is wild for Fade.
Everyone took off right after him. Now they're running to the center. Circle's too small. You can see all your opponents directly across. And they've got to pile in because it's restricting.
He's in the middle of 4 teams right now. Okay, this has to be it. This has to be it. Did that hit him? It didn't hit him. No way.
No.
That he literally hatched that molly. There is a child molly under it. What is going on? He's alive.
He's all greased up, but it ain't catching.
He's all greased up. It's actually fireproof grease. You wouldn't have known it. Maybe he's just swatting the mollies away. He's figured out a new meta with the pan. 360 swivel, looking for every team to be aggressive. They're even coming in like they have to duck this pan that he's going to throw. They're afraid, so he's trying to grab now the outside. If he can get on one side, I don't know how good that is. You want the wall, because they're not going to turn and fight the teams behind them. They're going to fight. No! This is it. Blood in the water, and Fade goes down.
Oh, he brought the entertainment. He made the chaos, though. Way to go, Fade.
That was amazing to watch. That's pretty stacked teams here as we get to the last 4, Rachel.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see so many alive on each of these teams, but I guess that's the name of the game of getting this far. Of course, you want to go far, go together. You want to go fast, go like Fade, alone through the ocean.
Walls creeping in. Everybody's staying just on the outside right now, trying to use that max amount of space. Oh my gosh. The mollies coming in from Team 5 right now are ridiculous. They're throwing at least 24 there in 5 seconds. They continue to go, and 5 is going to start getting kills there because they're just deleting what ground you can stand on.
For a moment, 3 and 4 were completely intermingled, almost facing the opponents together, until I think one of them realized, oh, I can just kill everybody. And, well, that's how that played out on Team 4. Very nice.
Oh, pushing in. Team 5 actually loses the squad. A finish there. Slow B thirsting so nobody can get back up. Oh, but he gets hit. The thirsting causes problems. And it's 3 versus 9. Oh my gosh. Wait, Zim? Is that Zim still alive? Oh, the solo plays right now have been immense. Duck and dodging, Rachel. He's trying to move.
Goat unknown. In the center of everyone, untouched. 2 mollies and a cat wings on his backpack.
That's nice. 9 lives.
And a dream. Forgot the dream.
Oof. 9 annihilated, 5. Another team out. 2 teams left. 7 players all together with Team 9 holding the advantage. Dodge. Oh, that was a duck from the throw. That timing was insane. Holy moly. Oh, big hit there onto Goat unknown. Goat's going to know soon, and they do find out. Down goes Goat.
Team 3, they're clustering in. They're going to try to finish up. It's
oh, the slices. No, the duck. Wait, how are they alive? The ducks are insane. Oh, right in the kneecap to the patella.
9. Bringing the teammate back up.
What is happening? He's just hitting every shot, but they have too much health. Throw it again. Ah! Oh, he got him. It's the 3rd one. What the hell is amazing with that pan?
Put it in the kill reel. Love it.
There it is. Finish him. Finish him. There's 1 left. No HP here. Icy has been such a force for Team 9. Mint goes down, Rachel.
God, Finna is not going to be finished. Oh, man, I cannot believe Team 3 pulled that out, Riv.
What a fight. The last ones from 9 there were fierce throughout the entire thing. 3 kills now for Team 3 coming in. That's going to help with a lot of points and the win, since we saw 11 kills for Team 11 in that first game. But yeah, they even grabbed damage, and 4 will grab assists. 4 grabbed assist and damage for our last game. So they're still trying to factor in some points for themselves here as we see the match results.
Here we go. Team 3 really pulled out on this one. I gotta say, after watching them play that last game, that felt like a bit of a warm-up. I saw a lot of little elements of what they were hoping to bring and really brought to bear in this round. A lot more accuracy from their throws, a lot more team coordination, and of course, that beautiful fight at the end was so much fun to watch.
That was great. The way that one turned out with solo teammates going up, Fade in the water for all the time, 9 trying to find him out, like that one played out to be really cool. But again, we move on to a game mode that's gonna limit what you can have, so we're paring it down and it's gonna be tough. Let's check out though, before we move forward, the action of what we just saw and relive those moments that had us just laughing hysterically.
What a beautiful barbecue. Delicious. Each of these teams cornering each other, burning them down. The Molotov play is so interesting, Riv, because it turned the terrain dangerous. So we really had a lot of thinkers out there trying to maneuver their other teams around.
Yeah. Just a parallel run through the woods. It's kind of like a date for most teams. It's like, hey, we'll get there. We'll fight, you know? This one, this is the one I actually thought would go bad for 3 because they lost slides there and they were taking a lot of damage in that fight. They get everybody back up and they persevere to the end, which was insane. 5 just unloaded at the beginning of this. They looked like they would actually been the dominant force.
Yeah, I was watching Goat Unknown here thinking Team 9 was going to take it. They've had this around a couple times and even brought a player back in those clutch moments, but
yeah,
Team 3, impressive stuff. That was the top one.
Just El Kabonk. Getting the winner chicken dinner, so it's not the same team both times. We're seeing that the factor of game mode is coming up big, and that's why you just gotta get your friends together. You gotta get in here for the PUBG Console Chaos Cup, and you gotta get registered. Do it. You see the teams that are playing today, they're registered, they're locked in, but the events to come, they're still the ones you can get in on.
Yeah, and it's not just the fun of competition that we're offering you all. We have $2,500 as our prize pool today, and we've got that for our next 3 competitions as well. So if you can find a couple friends who like to play a little wacky, bring them on in. You can play on PlayStation or Xbox crossplay. It's beautiful, and the game is free to download right now, so I don't think you have an excuse to make a little money this holiday season.
Free to win money.
Indeed. And of course, we watched some cars, some Molotovs, some grenades so far, Riv. But our next game mode, if we want to give people a little bit of a tease before we kick them off the break, how are you going to bring them back? What are you promising them? What do we got?
Limited item loadouts as well. Only 1 class weapon, subject to change throughout the event. So if you're like, oh, they did that, are you good with it? It won't be the same next time. You can't copy the test. It's gonna be different, even if you have the answers. So this is gonna be really fun. Even if we do get snipers and then it has to get close, that makes it kind of funky. If it's just SMGs, then it's gonna be a lot of spray and pray from range. People with 8Xs on theirs, if they can, and just really trying to have it out with whatever the limited gun type is. So like Rachel said in the beginning, we gave them cars and things to throw. Then we just gave them things to throw, and now we're only giving them 1 gun. Let's see who can do the best.
All right, stick around. Right after this break, we'll find out who the sharpest shooters are.
Hello, PUBG console players. Today we're giving a quick update about PUBG on legacy consoles. As we continue to update the game, we need to ensure the changes we make can run smoothly for all of our players. Supporting older generation consoles makes this an especially difficult task, so we've made the decision to end support for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One so that we can service our console community with renewed focus. Starting after maintenance on November 13th, PUBG console will only be available for download and to play on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. But don't worry, your account will be safe, and you can log into it on the new platforms at any time. We even have a few promotions going on for players migrating over. PlayStation Plus subscribers will receive these rewards, including an exclusive Legacy Parachute. Our Xbox Game Pass subscribers will receive these items for free as a welcome pack. On top of that, all players across both consoles will receive these rewards for free, and have the opportunity to purchase a discounted bundle that includes Battlegrounds Plus, a G-Coin pack, and more. Just because we're moving away from older consoles doesn't mean we're stopping anytime soon. Focusing on current-gen consoles marks an important step forward for the long-term growth of PUBG on console, and will allow us to deliver all those great Battlegrounds moments faster and more efficiently. Once again, this all takes place after maintenance on November 13th, so check out the new packs, tell your squad mates, and get ready to drop in on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. We'll see you on the Battlegrounds.
homies spin the block, hit the gas, hit the gas.
Welcome back to the PUBG Console Chaos Cup. We are getting through the day of 4 incredible, very weird, strange, asking a lot of our players game modes, and well, we've wrapped up 2 of them so far, Riv. They brought us, I would say, a lot of joy, some laughter, tears, probably for the bottom-ranked teams, but lots of moments of celebration there. Lots of nades, lots of Molotovs.
A lot more chances to pick up points. We got 2 more games to go through, so get first, get those kills. We have been seeing teams that are coming out on first getting 10 or 11 kills, so those points are really going to put you back in. We saw Team 11 getting 11 in the first game, Team 3 getting 10 in the second game, so that's why they have catapulted themselves up to 1 and 2 in the list. And it's been looking good for them, at least top 3, I should say, as the list is filtering out. And now we switch game modes again to give limited guns 1 class of weapon that you're going to be using, and maybe it's not the one you're ready with, and those bottom teams, that's what they fry with. It could always change.
Yeah, right now we've been celebrating the high scores of teams that are really good at driving cars and really good at throwing nades and mollies.
Right?
But it's going to change up a little bit with what we're asking them to do in this game, and I do believe our item is going to be, wow, let's look at the leaderboard! Yeah, I was trying to do a cliffhanger there, but I'll tell you now. I think it's snipers. And look at your gladiators.
Okay.
All the way down to Kongfan. I think snipers might be something that would turn this leaderboard on its head, Riv. But what other weapon could perhaps shuffle this leaderboard?
I just think close. Honestly, it could be pistols only, which would be incredibly difficult because everybody gets, it feels like you have more HP there unless you're hitting headshots, so it really matters what you're doing, how you're working with your team, and you can't just be out in the open for this one. This is actually going to be a bit more closed in, won't be gentleman's agreement running around up mountains with each other so you can get to safety. This one's going to be the one where I think most people take the strategy seriously in where they're hiding, how they're moving, and when they move for the circle.
Yeah, I do hope that our teams don't get too comfortable, though, because they still need to stick together. They need to have good comms here, and they need to be aware of some of our sleeper agents in the mix. I know we're watching the leaderboard here, and we've got our admins adding things up in real time. Team Confan, unexpectedly at the bottom, especially if you're a fan of his streams, you know the man can play. So, perhaps this is where he becomes
hard over there, too. Looking good, feeling it. Full Lorax. So, I mean, bringing it today, maybe it's going to be these games that they can get themselves to win on. Looking at, like you said, how much they've played, it does lead them. I feel like it leads back to the weapons for them. Whatever class we choose is going to be a bit more level for everybody, because it's easier to protect a teammate too. It's not like, oh, they're burning, I'm gonna have to run over here now and do stuff. You can kind of cover fire and make things work. So I'm excited for this one. It'll dig more into if people can really get around the map and protect themselves, rather than who can be first to throw and pinch on the other team.
Yeah, a little less AoE this time. Let's take a look at the format, see we're getting a little bit more of here. It's snipers only! It's Christmas for me! Oh, I'm so
actually
excited.
happy that it is snipers, because I feel like this leads to the zaniest end game too. Because it is not easy to hip fire a sniper in this. Like, you can feel like you're aiming at him, but this thing's gonna go everywhere. No care packages, no vehicles, so you're always out in the open running if you have to move, and you have to move early if you've chosen the wrong place to land, and no helmets. So you better be QE. I mean, I wouldn't be QE because you're on console, so you better be just dodging back and forth.
Yeah, no helmets. Now our best snipers will truly rise to the top. It's only going to take one good pick to take somebody down here, so I do hope we get to the final circle, Riv. I do want to see everybody doing some close range snipes, but we've got some great players in here. Let's see just how far into this map we can get with these teams before we just have one team left standing.
In we drop. All right, there goes 9. 11 is very spread out. Wait. I kind of like that. Maybe they're taking different portions of a compound, but we'll see how they control and get back to each other. Going to be the rest of the team dishing out now. We are back to Erangel. And where is the first one going? Snipes are going to be it. So landing on a roof could really put you in a good position to start.
Yeah, and maybe we're seeing a bit more spread here because the vision's going to be a bit more spread, the area that their players are able to affect.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be a long run and a dangerous open walk back, depending on where the circles land. Our teams can handle it, though.
Get the 4X, a little bit of armor. Remember, there's no head here. So you're not going to be really safe if you're peeking over things. Nice little M24. Justin Claps ready to move out. Red dot. Honestly, it's not. It feels good. It's a clean scope, but for your medium range, you're definitely gonna need to find something. I'm sure they're all over the place. We got a car up there on somebody as well. So yeah, we're seeing just about everything. I wonder if somebody's gonna be able to get in the supply drops if they're dropping some good.
Yeah. No. On the topic of scopes, Ray, if you're my gun
care
tech
packages.
guy,
That's right. Yes.
No care packages.
Kind of.
But what are we looking for here? Are we looking for a 4X? Is this going to be you want to have a variety on hand?
You should be grabbing. There's probably enough all over, but you should be asking if somebody needs an 8, right? Hey, there's another 8 by me. Do you need it? We'll meet up, like kind of stuff. You're always when scopes come into play. A lot of times you're also sourcing your team to be able to find that scope for you. Now it may be easier in this game mode, but it always helps to have that 8 because somebody else is going to have it. But you're probably the majority of time going to be in a 4X in these areas.
Yeah, I do wonder, are those even that common? An 8 is a rare item in our teams.
Yeah.
There's like 4 of them. This is going to be some
one.
arguments and discussions, but everybody pick your best sniper.
Troy, that car. Oh, he sees ahead. Yeah, see, everybody posting up now, covering each other, taking a bit more of a fair trade position. Not fair trade, but a safe trade where your teammate is there and you can crawl to them. Kind of like we play. You know, I'm just like, I'll crawl to you, you crawl to me, and we'll try to live still.
Yeah, until there's a fault in the system, and then I get sniped in the butt, and then we all die like this. Ah, watch out!
Oh. Close snipes. This is what I'm talking about. See? And they're so close that it's like, okay, they're not going to rush me with that, so I have time to heal in the same house, just feet away. That's thick. Oh, I love it.
This is
Oh! The car to the face. It looks like the hip fire from the car for these guys is really good. Oh, that's a full reload. That's a full reload, Hoot. That's a full reload. Oh, no, the panic. It's getting crazy.
Both teams in this house, both of them trading shots, taking each other down here. But Team 5, they've got a couple more up. Let's see if they can turn this to their advantage, pull one of their down teammates up. Ooh, the angle.
Oh, that was sick. The sickle jump. Oh, was that iron? Oh, no, there's a holographic sight. That's perfect for close range. Another funny thing about this is you can't, what they call thirst, and try to kill somebody right away. Like, one shot won't down the person you downed. You need your shot to be going for the next threat. So your teammates are probably going to be alive for a bit longer here to res. And King Troy entered this house first and is somehow still alive in this pile of bodies. Oh, God.
That's a
Just
great
trying to make
shout,
sure
right?
those kills.
Yeah, just wondering why I see so many people still crawling around when usually they shut each other down faster. But yeah, it's a great point you made about the needing to move on to the next target. That's a threat.
Oh my God, King Troy. What the hell? That was
King Troy.
insane. Causing so much, like doing a lot of damage up there. So the kills came through from the rest of the team, it seems, because King Troy only has one himself. But heck, that was actual SWAT take of the house. Hip firing sniper rifles. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't, but when you do, you know you are in the console Chaos Cup for PUBG. That's that chaos we promised.
That is that
circle on the
chaos
map
we
now.
promised. Get into chaos. You can join it. The 10th, 17th, and 24th are 3 more events for the PUBG console Chaos Cup. So get your buddies, get your friends, console it up, PlayStation or Xbox. You guys can crossplay. Doesn't worry, or you don't have to worry about it. And you get in here and win some money because it's free to download. So get on that PUBG console. 7 teams alive, 27 left, Rachel. And remember, they can't drive to the circle.
No, this is going to be a long walk, especially for our one team down at the bottom. But, hey, they are going to have maybe the longest shot in on everybody if they've got backs to them, people running for the circle. That's just a lot of math they're going to have to do if they can outrun the blue. Of course, if you're inside the circle, what a great time to just set up and get all those teams.
Yeah. Super easy garrison. Like, find a roof. And it's going to be everybody with a sniper. So it's not like you have to check every side of the building. You're just kind of chilling. As you see, snipers only, melee only ground spawn, and no care packages. So you're not getting the big sniper in here. No vehicles, no helmets. So you better be sure of where you're peeking your head up like a prairie dog. You actually see that run just from Zality there for a second. The shape of the hill was the run they took. They went up and they were like, "Oh wait, let me run back down here to keep my head in a safe position."
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to be the mobile target in the open field approaching the enclave of snipers. And that's why Zality's still alive. That's a heads-up play.
All right. APS. Looks like they're not really ready for somebody to be taking this compound. It doesn't mean they can't turn around real quick. King Troy just on the other side. They probably feel very comfortable because they just won that giant fight. And they're like, yeah, we'll wait a bit until somebody even gets here, right? So that could be their downfall. Team 4 might have the jump.
Let's see. We do wonder here, especially as we're jumping around. Sometimes a shot goes off and then we jump to the team and they're all hunting for something that we don't know why. But here comes Team 8 player zooming in on their KFC.
Oh, Zality? Do you feel like you see something? They saw the parachuter, so... Oh, don't take that. Love the trigger discipline right away. A lot of times a shot... I mean, it's fine to take it, but a lot of times a shot at this range just allows the other team to know you're there, and then they have enough time for their teammate to crawl to safety, and they're 4 and now know where you are. So I love this from Zality. More scouting recon than making sure they're getting frags for the team, which could pay off big.
Yeah, I do wonder how comfortable everybody feels with the weapons they've got right now. Who is going to be brave enough to keep on looting? But nah, Zality's got a nice little setup there and some great intel for their team.
Wonder if a different team coming in is going to spark this fight. Because nobody wants to fire off the first shot. And Team 4 are well aware. Maybe they're just trying to source more info. Rest of the team still, remember, we saw 11 way out there, so they're running into the circle. Remember, no vehicles, so it's going to be tough to get back here if you went to the bottom side of the map. Oblivion's trying to make it, though. I do enjoy the fact that they're moving up here and trying to move their lines so it becomes tougher once teammate do get touched or hit up. Oh. I see. I would take that, and I'd throw the whole thing off.
Yeah. Zealot has patience that I do not. This is impressive to watch here.
Ever.
Of course, every kill is 1 point, and placements. First place gets 10. We've got 6 for second, 5 for third, 4 for fourth. So really want to pick up these kills here. Make sure you're staying high on that leaderboard there. Some of our teams already running away with it a little bit. So this is going to be a big round, especially for the second half, that bottom half of our leaderboard.
Yep.
And there it is right now.
Playing for that prize pool of 2,500. But of course, 3 more events to go. And that prize pool can be yours. Enter each time. Make sure you get your team ready here for the PUBG Console Chaos. Seeing how the leaderboard's panning out right now. Again, we said that could so very change with this sniper gameplay that we have going on. There's one of those 8Xs we were talking about before. Keeping onto the mountains, and that's going to be where they feel super safe now since they can pretty much outrange and outscout everyone with that little bit of peak advantage.
Yeah, it's a great spot to be here. Not in such a great spot. Team 11 got to run over. Come on, get to those walls. Feel a little bit safer there. Thank goodness. We've seen so much run in here, as Riv shouted out. Not a lot of cars on the map. No cars, in fact. Just targets. Chuffing through the grass. There's one now.
Oh, we're not getting a lot of movement besides straight back and forth here from Fade's team. You see Juice trying to just absolutely take shots and keep wiggling and keep moving. Oh, yeah, RTX, that was a different one.
Big one here for APS. They're at the bottom of the leaderboard currently, but I received 4 kills on one player. Unfortunately, that player's down now, but they did do a lot of work while they were up. A lot to be proud of.
Dang. 4 just absolutely sideswiped that squad. That's what we were waiting for. The fight to start, and then you third party it. I mean, honestly, in this mode, I'd say if you take 3 shots from the same position, especially since the circle's already moved, you get yourself out of there. There's just too much danger from being able to staying in the same spot. Sorry.
Oh, there's still 7 teams in the mix too. Yeah, if the team you're shooting at isn't going to turn on you, you got one sneaking up on you. You can guarantee it.
All right, everybody's pretty close.
Just squeaking into the circle. Where do you think you want to be?
Right now, I really like 3's position on the outside, especially if 9 decides to move a little bit early, which they are. So 9's going to move up, and 3 will be on the outside of everything. So as soon as they hear any shots in front of them, they can then temper their movement to quickly get themselves to say. And there it is. That one shot, Goat Unknown just shot down at Team 1. So 3 is well aware of how fast they need to move to get to this position.
Big plateau here that they're going to be fighting over. We don't see too many peaks that have great overlook at this point in the map.
Yeah, it's kind of like everybody has tiny hills, right? Just across the roads, maybe a building.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, they are going to take these shots. Yeah, why not? Waste their health. Get them caught up in a different fight, maybe. It also works if everybody's aiming at the same person, which you can see all the tufts of dirt coming up from the ground. Oh, there's an ankle shot. Right in the foot. Full reloads are going to give way more time in line of sight break here. They kind of have the distance. It just seems to be... Oh, that was a clean shot by Finna just early.
No, I'm always locked in when they're zooming in for these sniper shots here. So much precision, and you got to know gun to gun exactly where to aim when you're going that far away. Saw some great leads there from Finna trying to catch him.
All right, Team 9 hold up for now in a decent position. But windows are tough, too. You're just framing yourself for a shot that somebody hiding out there in a brush. They move through Pachinki. A lot of buildings here, but it's nice to be on the hill of Pachinki because then you can kind of look down at things. It makes it a little easier.
Yeah, I do find when you do get into a little area, especially one denser like Pachinki, the sound information from the hills is a little bit harder to follow here. So do you think there is any disadvantage to these players kind of clustering down there? Still better to have the walls?
Only towards the end, if they're not feeling comfortable with what they have to do with melees. Because we already saw one sniper house fight. That was very interesting, and I can't wait to see the next one.
Well, they should be here soon. Our circles are getting smaller, and our snipers are getting squished in here. And APS, Team 8, they were sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard after our first 2 rounds, but they are looking real good right now. Assist number 2 here for that rain.
It's just being able to play off each other a lot. And it makes it much easier with, like we said, guns to trade. Be sure you're aiming at the same person. Otherwise, you're just throwing mollies, right? At either different people or trying to predict the same molly throw on one guy, and it's not very likely to hit. So 4, I'd say they're somewhat pinned down in this compound now. While they have full control of it, if Team 8 does not get routed at all, that's going to be tough for 4 to make a move on the outside.
Team 2 with Anthony Kongfan seems to be in a good position as well. Well protected. Got sight all around, but they're clustered in the corner of that building there.
Yeah, they're chilling in the school. Very happy. Well-known area. So they should know all the angles, which are very far here. Comfortable spot. They're just on the outside of the circle, too, so it becomes good once it starts to move. 26 alive still. That's going to be very loud when the circle closes again, because you're going to be well within range to see everybody you need to see.
Go 26 people and not a single helmet among them. Come on, snipers.
3's got that hill. So good because the tree cover that they can use up here too is some of the best. Just looking for movement right now. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. Okay. People are looking out some windows. That's going to be a team pickup. Yeah. Just trying to loft one in. Nice. Yeah, come down to the stairs. No windows. All safe.
What a considerate down teammate. I just lay there and cry about it. What do you mean crawl to the tree? I'm dead.
Have to play the real RP.
Yeah.
Circle's moving everybody now. Oh, so edge of circle with snipers too becomes very weird because you need to stop to shoot. So you're going to get sucked in by the blue eventually, and then you get shot and you need to shoot back or you need to hide and heal, and everything takes a little bit longer. That you don't need it to take longer. You need it to be fast. See Team 1 taking some shots there on the mini map. 4 as well, trading with Team 8.
Oh, I was taking a look at Team 11 there, seeing if they had a single building that was still inside the ring, because they got people knowing where they are.
Little snow to be shooting through now. Little weather change.
Where were you on Snowball fight, Snow?
Where were you? Snow? Gonna be cool if it started to cover the reticle and you can clean it off. Oh! I think Dality dodged that after it came out of the muzzle. That was the timing he didn't even realize he made. Trying to get the lead on. And now they're just going to safely move out here. Looks like every team is kind of going to take a little bit of a lull in the fights. And we'll see what happens in the next one. I say that, and RTX comes up on Fade.
I always count on RTX to put the dot on the head. They've been doing quite well.
Oh my god, Ghost is like, come up here, help me. I can see him turn around. Nice shooting.
Well, target-rich environment, Team 9 clustered up there, but... yeah, they've got the top of that hill there to protect their heads. That's quite cozy.
That looks like there's howitzers on the back. Like it should come out like a Mac. Start firing
Team 4
sniper
running
rifles.
straight north. Riv, they're gonna hit Team 8 here, coming up the hill.
And they hide. They have a good hill. Both of them do. Nice foliage to hide behind. Trying to drop some shots over. This is tough. The snow, too, just giving you little bits that kind of separate a clean sight that you want to see. Yeah, pull the eye. Go over the guy you want to shoot for a second at long range and basically be the size of him. All right, here we go.
I'm seeing some support in chat for King Troy in particular here. We're taking a look at him on Team 8. Right there. Exchanging with Team 4 in the hills, but not too close just yet.
Yeah, they were good indoors. Are they good outdoors? Oh, dodged it. Literally saw that shot coming. It was like, nope, crouch. Oh, don't chicken wing. Keep that elbow in. Oh, car shot to the gut. Oh, traded. Wait, that looked good. Oh, he got the first shot and went down. This is the blue coming in. It makes it harder, too.
Yeah, he was taking it from the side, too, from the other teammate player. It was King Troy, in fact, took down Zello right there. Beautiful. Team 8
Troy
coming
and
together.
team get another one. Oh, Rain from the outside. They don't expect that. They just see the shot from the blue. So Rain overhealing and absolutely causing mayhem for these teams just on the outside fighting their team. Oh my gosh. King Troy's team comes up with another elimination, and there goes Team 4.
It's going to be a big one for them. A lot of points.
Yeah.
APS looking to climb up that leaderboard this time around, and this is the game to do it. I was gonna say, there's not a lot of games that you want to jump in. Not a lot of rounds of PUBG where you're like, I'll go straight mollies, I'll go straight grenades. But I definitely know that there's a whole class of PUBG players that will load in and play snipers every time. So,
oh yeah,
I imagine among our players today, we've got some well-practiced people with a couple hours on this weapon.
3 teams. Wait. Okay. Oh, one just shot. So they're aware that one is coming down from that north side of Pachinki right now with 11 behind them. Oh. We're going to have the fight in Pachinki with snipers. I love this.
Yeah, right in that dense little cluster of buildings. Would love to see that final circle. 5 kills, RTS.
King Troy. That came up for King Troy as we were watching, so it was a server-wide.
Oh, that was. There it was.
Yeah,
yeah. I saw the
Holy
kill feed, and I was like,
moly.
wait, that don't match. And he took out Fade's team, of course. Very impressive work. We saw some great plays from Fade.
Yeah.
And if you didn't and you want to, head to Fade's social. He's got some funny ones up there.
Oh my gosh, they are. And even earlier, it was what RTX getting a kill streak, getting a 5 kill in that first game. So those two, King Troy and RTX, having a fantastic day for themselves as we see all the teams right now moving in. 11 is going to be the last one in here. So they can, oh, I was going to say they can scope things out, but it looks like they just got scoped out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Rachel.
You say uh-oh, Riv, but it's everything we wanted. Yes.
It's true.
Yes is what I say. Look at that. Beautifully done.
The full team of Teammate has 10 kills altogether now. This is going to be an amazing amount of points. I mean, you manifested this, right? You're like, I kind of need some points this round, and here comes APS.
And I could do that for your team as well. Just sign up for our Console Chaos Cup, and then have your friends in chat saying, go my team. I'll notice it, and I'll support your team as well. And that guarantees you nothing, but good luck to you.
Oh, ooh, teammate in the way. Don't want to shoot your teammate in the back of the head. That's a good call. Nice trigger discipline. Oh, hits him with a plunger in the bathroom.
Oh, the old Jack Nicholson. Yeah, the axe out in the bathroom door closed.
Almost went in.
It's time for the shining.
Rest of the team's in there. Teammate again inside a house, just handling a team. Need to get some different armor onto that one. Remember, we have no head armor in this. No head armor. So if you catch one, that's all there is. RTX has to heal here as Team 11 did get spotted on the way in. Team 1's trying to pin him down from the roof. And Oompa's just on the... Oh, Noxie was ready.
This is like a Sun Tzu classic. Who wins? 2 on the roof or 4 on the ground?
Yeah, you would wonder. Is it that? Who's going to go Machiavelli style? Noxie, down. What do they do? What do they do? Husker feels good out in the hay. Many a game has been won from a hay bale in PUBG. Everyone knows this, and that could be a position of winning. Uh-oh. He's all look on the mini-map there on the north. Downed and walking out. No teammate's going to be able to get to... Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my
just
gosh.
a flick. They're missing. He's like, reset.
In the corner, he's stuck.
Looking to... Oh, getting that recoil back down, but the spread's just going to be too much. Playing the shotgun M24. Oh, God. His teammate goes down. Oh, RTX has been really good at this, but it's going to get taken down. Nice job by 6. D1 there on the kills. And no, it's going to be Team 1. Team 11 still alive with 3 and 8 there, too. Boop.
Team 11 has overcome a lot to get this far in the game here. I'm interested to see what's going to happen when they finally get into the circle and with a mix, but it's violent, Riv.
You just hit him with the sword and then he didn't have it anymore. He still wins the fight, though. What is going on in this house? People are done with the fight, and there's more people coming upstairs. Oh, right in the mouth, throws the sword. Get him again. Get him again. Tries to get the axe. Oh, jump out the window!
Oh, watch this.
Hello.
Death from above.
Waiting, healing, using first aid kit. I don't know how there's enough time to do this right now, but the team's able to save, able to protect, and melee is the way right now. Oh, did you just see that pan come through the door before they closed it? There's another one for the finisher.
The comedy timing in this game has been peak. Really impressive stuff here from Team 8. Once again, is Rain the last one left alive, but like the Grim Reaper, they've been going down this hallway, taking out team after team. Can he take out one more here? We got Team 11, 4 up from Team 3, but the dream is alive.
Who's where? Where are we going? Waiting, looking, doesn't even want to zoom in just yet. Prepping for the next battle. Team 2 down. Team 8 has won after all of this. Rain is pushing a team instead of playing the defense. Oh, yeah, hacked up one slice. Oh, no, it's going to be the hit from both of them, and 3's a crowd in the kitchen. Team 8 eliminated.
He lost his life. He gained my respect, and now we have just 2 teams left in the mix here. Riv, these guys have already proven themselves across the map. They've picked up a ton of kills here, but 10 points for first place finish. Both of them are pretty hungry for it.
And 3 is going to get some major points here once again. Get another win for themselves, possibly. 2 left for Team 11, and 2 of the strongest we've seen playing today as well, once they've been on that cam, giving us some frags, giving us some gameplay. Creating the content.
I really love how Team 3 has spread the love around. 2 kills, 2 kills, 2 kills, 1 kill. Very nice job cleaning up across the game today.
Yeah.
One last little spill, though. It's a napkin spill, a paper towel spill. Gotta clean up 2 of them still.
Gotta get the safety. Oh, there's so many meds around here, so they can play it somewhat aggressive, somewhat careful. They have their teammates to bring them back to life. Easy peasy. Now the question is... Oh, they tried to confuse him with the door open. It almost worked. That was
so
clean.
Clever.
That's tricky. That's tricky. Charge.
Team 3, you gotta be comfortable here.
Oh my gosh. Look at Justin checking the outside of the building, turning his back to the opponent, knowing that the bob and weave that he's kind of using with crouch is not really hittable. They're going to have to hit an amazing pre-fire to really hit that, and that's a beautiful peek. Woo.
That's 1 down for Team 11. Just 1 left standing now, stuck in this little hut.
RTX too? Oh my gosh. They're honestly just micro peeking right now. See 2 members down here. Sees another one.
Oh.
Right in the window. Almost it. Right in the doorway.
RTX, you have the possibility to do one of the coolest things I've ever seen right now.
Trying to match it. Oh, doesn't know another one got up. Knows they made the wrong move now. Moved way too soon. Run away! Run away! Gets 1. Wait a minute. Oh, it's gonna be Team 3 for the chicken dinner.
Damn, if it wasn't cool,
RTX
though.
knew it was gonna be then or in just a few seconds across the board. 8 get it this time. Team 4 had been able to grab one of the accolades across the few maps we just saw, but here on the match count 3, 13 kills, the most we've seen, 1,800, the most damage. That's by number of snipers, not anything else. So they're gonna get the most damage on that one and assists. What a game from 3.
Absolutely. Teammate coming in at 3rd. That's going to be 5 points, putting him up to 18. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Only 1 point, behind our first place team there. That's going to pick up 10 for that placement, as well as 9 for the kills. We're shaking up the leaderboard once again, Riv.
Yeah, and it's going to happen again because we have another game mode where we have to test whether or not you're going to be good now at the closest range. That was a highlight for me on this one. Just the jump hit with the scythe and then the quick peek when they were like, wait, somebody hit me from somewhere. Yeah, that person was already in your house.
Yeah, the absolute quick math of, do I shoot him with a long range or do I try and smack him when they've got a sniper pointed at my head? Players made the right call, though, all the way up to the end there for Team 3 to pick up that first place finish. This fight in the house, though, Rav, this is what we're hoping for. Yeah,
these were super fun. This one at the end we just saw, the early one from King's team. Some really cool stuff in there. Speak of the devil, King going down on screen. Unfortunate for the squad that time. The fight in the kitchen, that was the last of Team 8 trying to do what they could to stay alive in the house there. And these shots, just RTX lining up the pre-fires, hitting them. And then the demise of RTX. Dying valiantly to Team 3.
Their last stand was an impressive one, though, but a joy to watch. And actually, everyone that signed up, everyone that's playing in our Console Chaos Cup, thank you, because it's been a joy to watch all of you, and I look forward to awarding our top 4 teams big chunks of money at the end of this.
Yeah.
But you know what, Riv? I feel like there's more players out there on both PlayStation and Xbox who could download PUBG for free and come play in these as well. So if you're one of those people out there, you've got yourself the console, well, get yourself the PUBG, get yourself 3 buddies. If you don't have any, we have a Discord server absolutely full of them, and the Battlefield community, of course, Player Unknown's Battlegrounds is gonna be popping off. So we've got a lot of fun stuff to get through here today. And of course, that stuff is one more game mode. We call it Chance of Rain, Riv, but I feel like we don't quite say enough with that title.
Yeah, Chance of Rain is going to be a fun one since it's going to bring the pistols out, right? Pistol spawn on the ground. We got supply drops are increased, but also so is your red zone. So you're going to have to be very careful. That's augmented and they're more frequent. So while you may feel like you're good rushing, you're running good with your pistols, that could turn into a very hot area and nobody's going to be getting out unless you start at that point and say, okay, we're going to have to change position. So it's going to be fun. Everything's going to be dictated by those red areas if you're around it. So we'll see who chooses right, and maybe who even gets a little bit lucky on their positioning.
And we'll see which teams come out on top after our final game mode, and our winners are declared. All that right after this break, so stick around.
Mysterious climate change in Erangel, a handful of gunplay updates, and some changes to Team Deathmatch and Intense Battle Royale. All this and more as we dive into the Update 39.1 patch report. First up, due to the crash of several Tithonic satellites used in a climate control experiment, parts of Erangel have been damaged and are now temporarily frozen over and covered in snow. As a result, the Blue Zone now has an added freezing effect, which can also be triggered with Blue Zone grenades and the new Blue Zone grenade launcher. And speaking of weapons and loot, rumor has it the crashed satellites have some as well. Ferries in the red zone have been temporarily disabled, while Battlegrounds officials deal with the satellite problem and repair the damaged bridge. Next, we're adjusting the power of a few guns slightly. The M416, SKS, and SLR are all getting buffs to their recoil, while the AUG and VSS recoil is getting a slight nerf. The VSS's firing sound has also been increased. There are a few more little changes on the list, so make sure you check out the patch notes for full details. For fans of alternate game modes, Team Deathmatch and Intense Battle Royale are getting some updates, including updated care packages for TDM and the recall system added to IBR. We're also bringing back UGC Alpha with some new additions. Add to all that our new rank season and a new Survivor Pass, which you can read all about in the patch notes. Update 39.1 is here, so grab a Blue Zone grenade launcher, seek out a TDM care package, and give your enemies a cold reception on Erangel. We'll see you on the Battlegrounds.
Welcome back to the PUBG Console Chaos Cup. We have gone through 3 rounds of 4 so far with our different game modes. We've really put our gamers to the test. We've given them some wild challenges, and you know, we're gonna do a little bit more of that, Riv.
It's time to pistol up. Let's go. Pistols only. Who's gonna be good? Who's gonna be able to dodge the augmented red zones? They're gonna happen more frequently. You're gonna have to be on the run. And you have to have some good CQB, that close quarters combat, once you get in there. So whoever can team up, I think the best in this. We saw sniper rifles kind of getting together to add all that power into one shot, especially if it was long range. Well, it's going to take teammates on teammates for the pistols to really be working against another team here. So you can clean somebody up and move on.
Absolutely. And in all the games that we've had thus far, our leaderboard has been shifting because of the variety and challenges. Yeah, we've seen a lot of movement here. Gladiators sitting at the top 47 points they've picked up. That is, of course, with circle placements, final, finishing, the finishing placements, what do you guys know about the end? And also the kills. They have been killing people, Riv.
Yeah, they have. XAE is going to have to, and Wild, I think, if they push, actually, everybody right there is at 21. So, really, it can be one of theirs if they go for everyone, right? If a team can wipe everyone else, you get the perfect kind of connection on each one. It's going to be hard to catch Gladiators, though, because they're going to be doing the same thing and probably getting the same amount of kills and playing this smart because they have plays to their wheelhouse now that they can play around each other more in this firefight type gameplay.
Of course, and we're looking at Team 7th and 8th now. Team Vigorous features Fade. I gotta say, our content creators are really creating some content here. I know Fade is over doing a little streaming himself, and he's really, I think, made it a little tougher on himself, choosing his outfit and playing the way he is. Of course, distracting. I think it's his birthday weekend, too. So,
nice.
His gift to all of us is these wild games and the plays he's made. And Team Kongfan, Anthony Kongfan, known for his charity, his streams, his generosity, being exceptionally generous to the other teams here today. Because we've seen him crush it. So we have to know this is from the kindness of his heart, I have to imagine, Riv.
Absolutely. And as I was mentioning from before, it is going to be that pistol game mode. Chance of Rain is what it is called. And the Chance of Rain is that rain of the red zone. So you better bring your umbrella because...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. It's not going to help. Don't bring your umbrella.
Do you forecast any changes on the leaderboard thanks to the rain?
I do not forecast a change towards the top. That's so many points the team needs to gain. And again, teams are more willing to kind of take a fight early and wipe out their opponent to get those points right now since they can get back to more just guns, right? If you have mollies, you're like, all right, I might throw a molly and see if we can start the fight if I do damage. But when you hit somebody, everybody can start piling on with that firearm and get to the position. So the console Chaos Cup will now switch to Chance of Rain for our final event of the day. Remember, there's 3 more events overall to go in January, so this isn't the only one. That's just 4 on today, and this is our 4th one, Chance of Rain, Rachel.
There we go. We're going to up the supply drop spawn rates, too, so don't say we never did anything for you. Hopefully that draws them in so people can pew them down, but I've been interested to see how all of our teams have adapted to the changing meta of each of our game modes, and this is no different. Putting pistols in their hands. Now we get to see a little medium range action. And Riv, if they've shown us anything with snipers and grenades, they're pretty good at this. Every one of our teams has managed to sign up.
We started on Miramar for the first one where we were death racing, so everybody could drive around, have a bit of space, drive off some mountains, get to escape, make some plays. Where are we going to be going for this? We saw Erangel there, and we do switch it up, I believe. Nice. We go Sandhawk. We will fly in.
So sunny, so beautiful, and of course raining PUBG players. Chance of. And we also promised those increased red zones. They've already started, so land carefully, folks.
All right. Pencil dive. Ooh.
Straight into cow.
All right. Sick little parachute there. And there was if you haven't been on this stream, as we're going through commercials and stuff, and everybody get some popcorn so you can stay all day and make sure you got it. There's a lot of stuff on the download, a lot of cool stuff that PUBG is offering out for free once you're in there playing with friends. So definitely check it out. Xbox SX and PlayStation 5 crossplay here for these. So you can see King Troy on his PlayStation here crushing. Their team has been doing super good, and his teammate on Xbox. So all around, they're just having a good time. So get it on your console and get in on the action.
Yeah, we've seen some great fits on our players. I haven't seen enough Balenciaga. Folks, get out there.
Open those crates. All right. Team 3 is our top team, and they know there's somebody in the compound. They are almost arm's reach, honestly.
Oh, they're playing right on top of each other here, and this is going to be a tough one. Yeah.
The Desert Eagles. I love that. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Is it Wolfwood or Vash?
Vash. Wolfwood has the big cross.
Yeah, but all the guns in the cross, I guess they're all
True.
guns. Thank you, anime, for my gun knowledge.
Yeah.
And thank you,
Oh.
PUBG, for letting me flex it. Now we say
Rain looks
pistols
like
only,
using a
but
good-
yeah.
Yeah.
But the difference
have to get
between
up on
each
each other.
pistol, Riv, anything you
Is
can
very
point
different.
to there.
Very different, especially the rate of fire that you have here if you want to continuously stay in a trade and try to dodge out, right? Whether you have like the 19 or 11 or a little Beretta or the Deagle, it's going to be tough to... The Deagle, you kind of just want to take a few shots and back out because it's also hard to control. But they're veterans. They'll probably stay in the
That's
fight.
true. They'll stick it out.
29
But
alive, teams 8s.
everybody's
yeah.
got their favorites. I have to imagine, they're hoping to pick up something they're familiar with, they're comfortable with. And like you said, that rate of fire is just, you want something you're used to there. You don't want to run out halfway through like, I thought there were 2 more coming.
One thing, too, if you don't play with a lot of pistols, which I think in a regular game, you'll grab one, it's really early, and then you find your rifle, then you find maybe an SMG or another rifle or a sniper you want to use. So you kind of don't go back to your pistol much unless it's very imperative. And I think a lot of people can be taken off guard by the amount of impact it looks like you're doing with the pistol when that person is actually semi-healthy and they can still take the fight against you. So we may see some overcommitment based on the close quarters combat starts. See, he hit him twice good, and it looked like he turned for the other person in the room already, realizing he had not taken down his first target.
A little bit deceiving here with the pistol
Yeah.
damage.
I found you.
Oh, hide and seek?
Yeah, sniffed him out. The Dalmatianeers help. +2 to find.
All right, is your heart pounding hardest when you're in the hills with a sniper rifle, in the halls with a pistol, or standing next to a truck with a grenade and 3 other players?
In the halls with a pistol. The amount of exits that get taken away from that position is kind of what brings up the intensity. Outside, you can kind of run like a Looney Tunes between trees and be like, woo, 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 just go anywhere, right? You might get hit, but you're still running. Inside, they have you eventually if it's outnumbered. All right, who's going? Oh, this is a push from Ghost. He feels comfortable. That's a tough shot. Fully in the open to someone hiding. Ghost is gonna back up and play the line of sight. Oh! Right in the bum. Rain is safe. Ooh.
That
Slightly
was a
safe.
gamble. I didn't know how far down he was gonna fall. I was like, what's the...
Yeah. Oh, that's Team 8 getting eliminated first.
Wow.
Wow. They actually do not get the fight that they wanted, and Team 4 is really holding it down in this compound in the boot camp now.
Team
They're
8
actually
for
playing through
monsters
it
on
like
the
it's
scoreboard.
training. The training course is real for them.
Oh, you guys can advance. It's cool.
Yep.
Yep, up. I love
Just
it. I
looting,
gotta wonder what the
looting.
comms are like.
Honestly, I don't know if they know one's moving in. I don't know if one wants to move in. Fade was all the way on the side of that. We are going to get our supply drop starting. We're going to make sure the red zones are going to be happening too. We'll have to see who gets pushed away. There's some vehicles going for this. We're definitely going to get a fight. Surrounded by Team 3 and Team 11, 2 of our fiercest teams out on the maps today.
Yeah, those supply drops are maybe not the great thing you think they are as they're dropping out of the sky there. Everybody can see them, and, well, you all know how this goes.
All right, we're on our first crate. Moving in. What do you see?
Snake in the grass.
It's so good. People it's just hollows and red dot, the red dots on the pistols. You expect them to set up prone on the ground and pull out this rifle, and they're just like, boop. What can I see? This is where it becomes tough, right? You have to close the distance. And there is one of your crates that have fallen.
Yeah, on the note of trying to take pistol shots at long distance, do we get a kind of major damage fall off on that one? Or if your accuracy is good, does it still hold up?
Yeah, it's going to feel like frozen peas. And you also have to arc it, right? You have bullet drop and everything. So depending on the range of the fight, you're going to have to take a few just to calibrate where you're hitting once you see it come off the ground. It becomes tough. Well, I think there's a lot of recon going on, so teams can at least play 2 and maybe trade off each other more tactically. Another drop coming through as they are going to be increased for this gameplay. Once we get the red zones, we'll focus on those 2, just so you can see all the action. There's one of my favorite vehicles, the motorcycle.
He was flirting with it. He thought about it.
You're like, yeah, maybe I need a little bit more. Ooh, he's silent but deadly now. Uh-oh. You really want to do that? Do you really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ran right into the tree. They're going to try to run it. It's not you're dead if you're in it, but you're going to have to hope one doesn't land directly on your head is the case. Here we go.
This is an unforced, dangerous situation.
Don't run back. Don't go back. Oh. Yep. Dodging. He's like, crouching might help. Crouching might help.
It's like a mortar never strikes the same spot twice.
Serpentine.
Except when it does.
Oh my, it does have the sniper in it too. They can't take it. Just looking for that 3 backpack for some more pistol ammo, maybe some pistol upgrades. Ghost Hunter's gonna check it out now. Another one just dropping to the right of them. Should be able to grab if they want to. Because they're just safe on the red zone now.
He was jumping for it.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I can't get my hand in the box, fine. The ghillie. That's awesome. I love ghillie suits in this. Just turn into the ground. Boop.
Yeah, maybe we will see the pistol sniping. He's got the outfit for it.
The full snipe.
Yeah, it's pistols
Here goes
on the
more
ground,
supply.
but the supply boxes are loaded.
Yep. Yeah, indeed they are. Who's going to have the scopes for it if they've set up? I'm not seeing too much on it right now. But they do have a bit of range, it seems. They have all the red dots from their little ones. Pistols only on the ground spawn. Supply drop rates are increased. So you're really looking to get you the rest of your arsenal here as the red zone intensifies. Get in, get out, and get into the chaos. The PUBG console chaos. 4 of 4. That means we're on our last match of the day. So if you're just joining us, this has been different game modes throughout each one where we had Death Race, Snowball fighting with only mildlies, limited pistol mode, and now pistol drops, but supply drops are increased. So, or limited sniper, I apologize, into pistol drops and now supply drops. So it's been changing, the maps change, and Rachel, it's going to test everything here as whoever wants to register can try your hand at it.
Absolutely, and what we're seeing too is if you're good at just one of those game modes, just one of those types of weapons, it could be enough to take your team to the top of the leaderboard, and of course, take home $1,000 if you finish first, but that might not be a possibility here for D1 going down on Team 1 and cleaned up.
Ooh, they're trying to thirst for a bit there. They get shot from the top by the rest of Team 1. Team 3 is moving in. Good coverage here. 83 shots, that's going to go fast if they're not hitting. Good damage, can tell about the tags. Noxy with a cleanup there as they take one out onto the ground. And this is not a bad position. Height, different angles of that rock to really peek out onto. It looks like Slide's going to be able to shoot from afar, though. So good movement by 3 to set up here. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, it looks like
Sounds like a stormtrooper, but he's hitting his shots.
Neither of these teams has hit up one of the supply crates yet, it looks like, right? I'm only seeing pistols all around. Well, okay.
I killed your team and I'm stealing your bike.
That was the prize. That's what it was all over.
He just walks up to the front door, ding dong ditch, and he's out. All right. Weapons being picked up over here as we can see. A pistol, but Zelody and Serm have a weapon now. If they walk up on Serm, that's night. Lights out. They may see the boxes over there, but they're still trying for it.
Yeah, we watched Serm's POV before. We know they're pretty vigilant as a player here, but Zelody has gotten some great angles on people. It looks like he's about to get another one here.
So much structure in between. Unfortunate.
The patience of Zelody.
Yeah, the other game on Just Snipers was wild. Absolute reconnaissance. All he was doing was being on the radio, but it's so helpful. Sometimes you have to hold the shot to help the team. And they have moved up here, trying to use the snipers at close range, which is really good. We'll probably bring the pistols back into play if they don't hit that shot. Such a long reload. No, they're waiting for the push. I think everybody's now trying to source what weaponry the other team has. Just enough to hear the shot, but I don't think anybody's giving that up. They're all holding their fire.
In the distance, a red zone going off. Those will be popping up with increased frequency, so stay vigilant on the minimap here, but Team 4's got only one direction to look. Straight into Team 5 hiding out in these bunkers.
Ghost with the hologram here on the sniper close is a really clean play. That's going to be easy to get shots out and just do damage for a swap to the sidearm. So easy there. 4x here for Oblivion.
Team 2 coming in the third party this one, though. They're sliding around here, but they're loud. They're loud.
There's Anthony in his Lorax suit, driving as well as he can.
Team 2 just left.
Oh, cleaned up. The push in. Oh, as the reloads, so they're a little bit disjointed. Is it going to matter, though? Is he going to be able to clean them up? The dodges are just too good. Zality gets a backup, though, and it's going to be huge. Baited in, and now somebody... Serm! We've been waiting for this. Serm says, hi, I'm the cleanup crew. What's going on?
Serm's ready.
That's crazy.
He knows when more of them is out there.
Yeah, with the sniper, is like, guys, I couldn't come in there to help you.
Oh, they're all outside the circle, so if Oblivion wants to find some place to set up and wait for his prey to come running in, but that's going to be pretty tough as the last one left alive.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, tagged. Safe, though. That's an easy heal. Oh, that was a little bit of a tag, but you see it's 19 from here. So tough to hit anything that's going to make them want to care and not turn around. Unless you're Zim. Unless your Zim, apparently, walks up and says, I can just take these two out that are lying on the ground. Thank you very much. See what kind of loot he can get out of that with the team. I think this is the one Serm went hard on. Having the shotgun is insane for these close quarter combat fights.
Ghillie suit shotgun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that guy's just flopped over the porch. It's the Console Chaos Cup. That's what you're watching right now. If you are just joining us, we are coming towards the end of the day with match 4 of 4, all different game types for each of the matches. Look to sign up for the 10th, the 17th, and the 24th of January. ! Register in chat. It'll pop up the link to the Discord so you can register, get all the information, and even find people that you want to get and link up to play with if you cannot find other console players. Free on console, PUBG Battlegrounds. So go get it. Go enter. Free to download. Free to try and win money. Play games.
Yep. $2,500 up for each of our Console Chaos Cups. And of course the opportunity to play with some content creators too who have been
we got
creating some content in these matches. Anthony Confan and Fade, both of them bringing some plays, bringing their team rosters into the fight, and both of them having a pretty good time, I have to imagine. Send some love to both of them for their participation.
Absolutely.
And I think also for Fade's birthday.
Yeah, the birthday weekend. It'll be nice to get some more frags in here, get a nice clip to put out there. Anything like launching the car with a grenade clip or following a guy through the entirety of a map. And being able to troll. I think everybody's a little more aware here. And Zoe is going to have to be very aware of what's going on. Is he kind of just tapping his crouch button, trying to stay away from these shots he's finding from the side. Uh-oh.
Ooh, they're close together now. I don't think he knew how close he was around that route.
Ooh, oh. Laying him low. Oh my gosh. Team 11 is annihilated here from Noxie. Yeah. I almost heard him like with the yell there. Oh, just unleashing.
He had a little friend. He made everybody say hi.
Yep. Team 5 is slowly creeping in from the outside, trying to stay very hidden from everybody else on the map right now. Team 3 is still alive. That does not spell good things for anybody else but Team 3 as they go later in the game and gain more points. Already topping the leaderboard heavily.
6 teams still up overall. I'm surprised at this rate considering how many supply drops we've had and how teched up some of our players have gotten, but the map has still got a ways to go before it's totally shrunken down.
Oh.
Anthony.
Clean up here.
It's
Oh,
brutal.
they're taking a little too long, and they're getting shot from the hill now as Anthony wants to get this. They're like, no, give me the points. I'll hide. Oh, there's a wall. There's a wall. Safe. Oh, my God.
Did you stop breathing too?
Yeah, that's that running up from the basement as a kid. And you turn the lights off. You got to get up the stairs as fast as possible, but it's just the most terrifying thing in the world. That's that situation. 6 alive, or 16 alive, 6 teams. Now as we move into the next phase. Phase 5 about to hit. 45 seconds left. Oh, ooh, right
Man.
in the sternum.
They brought D1 back, and he got straight to business.
Oh, cleaned up by Team 1. Everybody was hurt. They got in a car, fish in a barrel. Popped.
I think we just reminded them that it's Fade's birthday. They were like, wait, we can't be losing.
Activate.
Generator run.
All right. Heal faster. Oh, okay.
It's more stressful
Uno
than a
mas of
firefight,
those.
bud.
Yeah, keep it going. Boop.
Oh, no.
Yep. The wall hit. It's impossible at that point. Phase 6 starts, and it stings a little bit. It stings a lot of bit. Just a tiny circle left. Teams are now coming into some new supply drops as they are increased on the map. The pistols are the ones that spawn, but the supply drops are where you're going to have to build that arsenal that allows you to fight here in endgame. Team 3 and 9 only have 2 left.
2 left. Team 1 looking so healthy after bringing D1 back. Team 5, too, recouping a layer.
Oh, the red zone is the zone.
Where is it? Oh, no!
Here we go.
Dance,
Yep.
my puppets.
Dance. Everybody put on the blue suede shoes. You see a little bit of it in the air, but all you see is a black speck as it falls. We see it from our point of view. That becomes tough. Staying safe, laying low, duck and cover. Hopefully it
Bit of a
helps.
who's who.
Oh,
Some
the
of our
wall's
top
coming in
players
too.
today.
The big battle, Rachel.
This is the chaos.
This
Had a lot of
is
chaos.
indeed the chaos. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Michael
Is that like
Bay,
a
eat your heart
shrapnel
out. Okay. The
have to watch-
I can just hear the music here for slow, riding the motorcycle, like da-da-da-da-da, riding through explosions. Down. How somehow Noxie over here with the bipod out, the SMG able to lay down a hail of shots. And Team 1, 3 left versus 2 across 2 other teams.
Team 1 has flipped a switch in this one. They just brought back their last down teammate, the only team sitting with 4, looking so confident, so nice, and especially the way they've been able to surround these other teams. Nobody's got a shot.
All right. Brixie, this little foxhole they have, or not foxhole, but this little divot they have is so good as they can stay in this. Oh, you're going down. So it came down that Serm in Team 5, that shotgun was so powerful mid-game when they were moving through the buildings, and now back to the snipers, they didn't have the positioning since they felt so comfortable before they relate to this position.
Well, worth pointing out, too, is CERN picking up a lot of kills for Team 5. They're going to get this second placement or this first one. That's 10 or 6 points. And combined with their kills, they are still a contender for coming out top overall.
Absolutely. And they're the ones being aggressive. That AWM firing off. The supply crate sniper almost sees it. This is going to sting. This is where it gets tough. The sniper's in the wall. You have to stand still to shoot. You're taking chunks of health. And it's easy for those pistol shots that have been spawning all over to clean it up.
Yeah, I just want to correct my math.
There's one. Boom.
Taking a look at
Team 1 takes
kills.
the chicken dinner.
That's 10 points for the chicken dinner, 12 in kills. No, it wasn't close. I was wrong. And Team 1 has run away with this, like the Hamburglar and a sack of cheese. Burgers.
That was... Yeah, they were getting taken out in the beginning. They played it very slow. They only surrounded the first compound with Fade on the outside. I think they were making calls to see if they would only third party. And the movement after that to supply crates, I think, was what they were preparing themselves for. Almost staying out of fights so they weren't in a mode of repair or get each other back to normal. And they instantly were on those supply crates to really help themselves.
Oh, fantastic run. Taking a look at Team 4 to start things off. They were so strong here, taking out APS, who was a top contender from the last round. But man, by convenience, Riv, so many of these players in tough spots.
Yeah. The thing about the pistols, too, is when everybody's grabbing the supply crate snipers and you get a sniper, that is a focus, right? You're just absolutely going super loud so they can see you on a hill. And we saw it right there. You're shooting 3 snipers at someone riding a bike. The other teams just close in on you immediately. So it is always moving, always making sure you're the one having the upper hand. And that was Team 1.
Yeah, and just a reminder, it was to start that round, pistols spawned on the ground, but we did have increased supply drop spawns, and that's where you saw our players picking up those other weapons. Also, those red zones, very spicy. Mwah. Much love there to all of our players, and Riff, we saw some good stuff.
It makes a cool battle zone at the end, too. We saw everybody just trying to dodge out shrapnel or find a place to hide. There is some luck to the fact that Team 1 was able to sit in that hole and find 0 of the artillery falling on them. But that's the choice they made. You can't take it away from them. It was the W.
And we're just going to take a couple seconds here and add up across all 4 of our game modes, our placements, our kills, and find out which of our teams is sitting on top here. You can see it floating by.
Was Gladiators pretty hard? See a lot of the points coming through. That's the Vigorous's gameplay there with Team Fade swap things up. So it does look like he gets a little bit of a birthday present on this birthday weekend with those points. We'll have to see if it puts him in the position to see how good that birthday present is. But really nicely done, at least for that last game, to come in and kind of put a bow on it.
Yeah, and I got to shout out in this moment to Fade, our content creators, and also Anthony Kong fan for coming on.
Yeah.
Taking some time away from raising money for charity. Get back to that, sir. But thank you for playing with us. And of course, Fade, birthday weekend. Much love. I really enjoyed watching a little bit of his PUBG content, the lead up to this, getting to know him a bit better. So big recommend his socials and check it out, all that. But I got to say big thank you to PUBG also.
Absolutely. The Console Chaos Cup has been amazing. It's PUBG free download, PlayStation 5 and Xbox SX, Series SX, and exclamation point register in Twitch chat. That's how you're going to get into this. That's how you're going to get a chance to do what these teams just did across 4 game types, which we had today. And it's going to be varied all the time. Like I said before, even if you have the answers to this test, it may not be snipers only in the 3rd game next time. They may choose something else, and then it won't be pistols spawning on the ground. It'll be something with supply crates. So interesting stuff that they can change with the chance of rain, with limited only. Death race, it's going to stay death race. You just got to know how to drive. Pedal to the metal.
No, we kept it mixed up, and all of our teams performed differently, too, across all those game modes.
Yeah,
but they've mapped the map.
Once we brought out the firearms, you get that wheelhouse where people can shoot or drive. It makes a difference.
Yeah, those leaderboards are something to be studied there, those final scorecards, but it's all added up, Riv. We've got our champion. You want to find out who it is?
Who is it? Hit me.
Console Chaos Cup, the very first one. The champions are the Gladiators!
Gladiators coming through. Finna we saw with quite a few plays. Indoors, Justin Claps, as snipers, was really feeling it. Vizul didn't see much gameplay. Clutch as well. We saw always with the team on that. But it took all of them to make this happen, to get their points. 53 on top, which is why we almost didn't expect, but needed the other teams to take out Gladiators if they wanted to win, right? Because they had to deny those points. And Gladiators made it so far, it was almost a sealed deal there. So they did really well for themselves.
Impressive stuff. This team roster is going to be taking home $1,000 for their participation in our short and sweet Console Chaos Cup here in PUBG. Of course, if you are a console player, you can download PUBG for free and perhaps be here on this full screen graphic very shortly. Maybe even January 10th when we have our next Console Chaos Cup. But for now, we've got to take our hats off to Gladiators. They did an impressive job, especially when you look at this leaderboard full of teams that they overcome together.
Yeah. Incredible stuff. I'm going to say the second place by Team Vigorous manifested from Fade's swim across Erangel. The triathlon, so it jumped into the water, avoided all the mollies, and literally just swam to a different part of the game. Wasn't even playing the same game for a while. Saw another team, went back to swimming, and then was able to get a few. That's the kind of stuff I love here in the Console Chaos Cup. That's the kind of stuff I hope we see from more teams. And it's just been really, really fun to see how teams are adapting in the wacky game modes that they're being thrown. And on different maps. It's, again, not going to be the same next time. You can't plan on it.
Well, huge thank you to all of our players for bringing the energy and bringing the plays today in our PUBG Console Chaos Cup. Rivington, it's been wonderful watching all this PUBG action with you, and especially all that genius legacy FPS knowledge you've been bringing. Wow, fantastico. So thank you so much for taking through this all with us. You know,
it was amazing. I can't wait to do more. There's going to be more players. There's going to be more people who get in there, register, and honestly, production, let me register. Maybe I'll jump out. Maybe you solo cast one. Who knows? You know, it's more chaos. More chaos.
No, don't do it.
Probably not. Okay.
Production, don't ever let that happen. Let's keep the registrations clean and let's fill it up with all of our beautiful chatters out there. It's been so lovely bringing you this show. Thank you bigly to PUBG for bringing us this and for really bolstering the console community. You like to play PUBG on console? Yeah. And remember, keep the community awesome. Let's grow it. And we've got a lot of great players out there, but we can have even more. So thank you so much for joining us. And we've got some replays for you to sweeten things up. But Riv and I are going to head out. So I've been Rachel, a.k.a. Seltzer. And Riv, you want to do the final send-off?
It's been an amazing time. I believe we'll see you next time on the 10th. And I cannot wait for that January date. Make sure you get yourself registered, and we'll be back after this short break. Have a great holiday. Have a great new year. Get your PUBG download on your PlayStation or Xbox Series S for console, and get playing with your team and prep right now.